What up, what up, what up, man? You know what it is, man. Tuesday night, 7 to 9. It's the Krew Sports Talk Show. We got the usual suspects in the building. What's going on, fellas? Everybody good?
Already know.
Yes, sir.
Oh, here we go. Go ahead, man. Do the introduction, your name, tell them everything.
Come on, man.
Come on, Stats. You ain't...
Really, nigga?
Start over, man.
We don't start over.
Hey, don't start over?
Everybody
Nah,
gets
it's the bloopers.
Oh, this the blooper reel? Man, it's Stats, man. That's good.
You already know you got your boy Bernard Burns in the building.
You already know it's your boy Luda, man.
Everybody good, man?
Yes, sir.
I know we coming off a crazy NFL weekend. Conference finals, right? NFC conference, AFC conference. There was a lot of debate going on with this Saints-Rams game. Should we start off with that?
Good game.
Was it a good game? I wasn't able to watch it. I was fucking recording a podcast here, so tell me about it.
Very good game. Very good game. Very interesting.
Up until the end, though.
Huh?
Up until the end, though.
Right.
Back and forth until, unfortunately, non-call. But
Non-call. All right. For anybody that didn't see it, we're going to play that video right now. Non-call. What you thought about it? It was a pass interference.
clearly. It was like the same refs that you know, it was just a bad call. Clearly it was a pass interference. The NFL actually admitted it. That it was
They
a pass
got in
interference.
contact with Sean Payton twice.
They called him right after the game.
Yeah.
I mean,
Before that, let's go to the everything leading up to that point. I know it was Saints jumped out early, right?
That's the thing. Yeah, everybody was talking about the pass interference play. Okay, yeah, the pass interference play was huge. I mean, they did decide the game. Yeah, to a certain degree. But the Saints was up 13-0. They jumped out quick.
That's
you know what I
true.
mean? Jared Goff threw a first quarter INT, and in my eyes, I'm like, man, with Drew Brees, Alvin, Michael,
Perfect storm.
a decent D, you know what I mean? Like, you up 13-0 at home. I expected you not to close out the game in the first half, but you know what I mean, control the game enough to not allow the team to sneak back in. But kudos to the Rams. They played a great game without Todd Gurley. Like, people got to understand that. Like,
Shout out C.J. Anderson.
yes, the pass interference was big, but they won that game without their best player.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? C.J. Anderson has been playing big for the past 2-3 weeks. Jared Goff was clutch. I'm not a big fan, but dude made plays.
Yeah.
He made plays late. He made plays when it counted. And even under pressure, when the rush was right in his face, he found a way to get the ball out his hand. And he did things
Any
that
receivers that had big
Drew
game?
Brees. Brandon Cooks had a couple big grabs.
Coming back playing against the Saints.
Yeah, I think he was the key receiver in that game. He played big.
What was the point that when the Saints had it 13-0 or whatever the score was, and then the Rams took it over? Like, what was that transition? What caused that transition?
The score before the half.
Oh, who scored before the half?
The Rams.
The Rams scored behind. Oh,
I think that
and
was-
then they
that
got the ball
changed
back in the second half.
I think that was the momentum
That's what it
changer.
was.
That was the momentum changer.
The score before the half.
That's big. That's big. All right, now let's fast forward to this pass interference. I know there was you brought up a tidbit. The ref he actually played for the Rams.
He played for
back
the Rams in
day?
'71. Yeah, but
That's crazy.
That's what the
That's
internet's saying.
That's
what the
funny.
internet's saying. But
So do you think that was the difference maker in the game?
yeah,
For sure, right?
Obviously. Like, how do you not call that? How do you not see that?
there was 2 officials though, not just one. There was 4 eyes on that play.
That's impossible. Like, how do you not throw a flag on that? Defensive player, like, it's more than just one play on that.
And they said that even if they didn't call a pass
Helmet to
interference, they
helmet.
should have called a helmet to helmet.
But not only that though, like 2 drives prior to that, the same player pass interference on a big 3rd down play, and they didn't
did.
call that one
He
neither.
did. He grabbed the hell out of him. And
That was, I think, Sammy Watkins. He grabbed Sammy on a comeback route, and
Sammy Watkins.
no.
yeah.
Sammy Watkins for KC.
No, I'm talking about. We're talking about the Rams, right?
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Who was the receiver he grabbed?
Wasn't-
Ted Ginn.
Okay.
Ted Ginn, okay, yeah.
Okay.
It was Ted Ginn.
Yeah.
Grabbed the hell out of him and no flag.
Well, whatever the case may be, now the Rams are moving forward. First time they've been in the Super Bowl since the greatest show on turf, right? And ironically,
Yeah.
who did they face then?
New England.
New England, and a lot of people say that's when New England started their dynasty.
That's the rematch.
Maybe this ends here?
17 years ago.
Does it begin
Tom
with
Brady
did
gets
it
his
did it
sixth ring?
begin with the Rams, and does it end with the Rams?
Oh. Hey, shout out to Miami Got Jokes. I think he
for sure.
he predicted this when he came on the show, and it came into fruition.
Yeah,
Nah,
definitely. Shout out to the Rams fans, man.
So KC, New England. You said it before. You said it last week. Anytime Drew Bledsoe, anytime Tom Brady and Bill Belichick is on the same field, on the same team, you can't bet against them, right? They
You
always
can't.
have a chance.
They find a way to win. That's
No matter
what they
how
do.
much you count them out.
They find a way to win.
So let's talk about this game. Anything that stuck out? This was also a close game, right?
Well, I mean, New England jumped out too.
Early.
New England was up 14
They scored
zip.
in their first drive, right?
They was up 14 zip.
Yeah,
And then
14 zip.
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes showed that spark plug offense they got. He came in and just quick at it. I think it was a crucial play. I think early in the first quarter where he overthrow I think Travis Kelce in the end zone. And I think if he scored on that, I think the game would have been a little different.
Okay.
Them 7 points probably would have counted towards the end.
For sure. If they went into overtime.
Yeah.
I know what play you're talking about on the wheel route.
And what did they settle for a field goal?
I think on that drive they probably even
Went 4
punted.
and out.
They
Yeah.
probably even punted on that drive.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
It was a running back wheel. It was Damian Williams.
There you go. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
A former Dolphin.
Yeah. Yeah, he had a big game for them too. I think he had 4 touchdowns.
Yeah.
So, Patriots, Rams. Who's winning? What's the keys of the game? What do we think about?
Well, you already know you already know who I'm gonna say is gonna win. I got to give it to Tom, man. Again,
I don't know if that's key.
I
to this.
have
And,
to.
and he is the key of the game?
I have. Listen, if you do not put pressure on Tom, you will not win.
I think the Rams do have a couple of people that can probably get to him quick enough. And Arnold, that's his name, right?
Aaron Donald.
Aaron Donald.
I mean, they've had defenses that say they could get to him for years.
The best defense that played against the Patriots was the Giants. And that's because of their front four.
Yeah.
Jason Pierre-Paul, Tug, Strahan. They
I mean-
put him on his ass.
And then, but Tom gets rid of the ball so quick. He's, I would say, a student of the game, if not a master teacher by now. He studies the game. He studies the defense. So he pays attention to the linemen, how fast they come. He gets rid of the ball. And that's why I think they're so successful. He rarely gets hit. He gets rid of the ball. He knows how to read the defense.
Let
He
me
got a
ask
full
you a
package.
question. Let me ask you guys a question. Aqib Talib played for the Patriots. He's almost a little bit familiar with the Patriots. Does that help the Rams?
I don't think it's the same of when he was there.
I think where Aqib Talib comes into benefit to the Rams is experience. He's been in the big games. He played in a Super Bowl with the Broncos.
And the Patriots.
And the Patriots. He's practiced against Brady, so he probably knows certain tendencies, which could lead to him being able to read certain routes. You know what I mean? So we can't say flat out no, he's not an advantage, because you know what I mean, anything you know about a team is an advantage. So, but to me, just like Burns has said, I think the key to the game is Ndamukong Suh and Aaron Donald and Fowler, that Deontay Fowler that they traded for, who's been big for them all second half of the season. So with that front, I think Michael Brockers, there's a bunch of them kids on that line that's able to get pressure. They have DBs that could match up in the secondary.
Ever since Aqib came back, the Rams secondary has been
It's
different.
been better, and the way they played against Michael Thomas, they held Michael Thomas to damn near nothing.
Michael Thomas, we're a big fan of Michael Thomas here.
Big
right?
fan of, big time guy. You know what I mean? But the secondary and the scheme that the Rams came out with held Drew Brees down. You know what I mean?
That offense was crazy.
Alvin Kamara was the only person who really had a big game to me.
I was going to ask you about that because I know James White is a big key coming out of the backfield with Tom Brady. I wanted to know, how did Alvin Kamara match up against the Rams coming out of the backfield? Did he catch a lot of balls?
Yeah, but see, the thing is, this week against Kansas City, you barely seen James White coming out the backfield. So the thing is with New England, you don't know what they're going to hit you with week by week. They don't game plan because they were successful. They game planned against your weakness. So whatever the Rams don't do well, that's what they're gonna attack. Whatever it is. I'm not a Rams fan, so I can't sit here and dissect their defense. But if I watch them against the Saints, they give up a lot of deep plays. Like that's just what I see. They give up a lot of deep plays. I think Bill Belichick is gonna scheme his game around Marcus Peters. He's gonna attack him all day.
I think Bill Belichick is the key to the game. I think
every game.
Bill Belichick has, well, he's definitely gonna, I don't want to say definitely, but we're gonna see Bill Belichick at his finest. Like, damn, that was a well-coached game.
I think with a statement like that'll be more suited for Sean McVay. Being that it's his first time on the stage like that against a guy with the pedigree and experience of Bill, you know what I mean?
For sure.
Sean McVay has to show that he has the game plan to keep his team in the game. Because Bill Belichick is coming in to take away your best guy.
He's already, he's proven as well.
Todd Gurley's going to be healthy. I want Todd Gurley. And you're going to have to prove to me, but then you have C.J. Anderson now. Man. So they have certain counters in that offense that's probably going to be able to give New England problems, but it's going to be a good game.
At the end of the day, this is what we want, right? If our team's not in it, we want to see a good game, right? What do we think the final score is going to be?
I think experience is going to prevail, and it's going to be a lot of touchdowns by Tom Brady.
Final score? A lot of touchdowns, huh? And you know what? Rams, you always think about their defense, but they've been in a lot of high-scoring games this year. Didn't they play the Chiefs?
38-21.
I was going to say 35-27.
35-27 what?
38-21, Patriots.
Damn. What do you think? 38-21.
35-27.
One possession game.
Yeah.
You're talking about a blowout, though. 38-21.
I'll say 31-28 Rams.
Oh, OT?
4 quarters.
Shit. Damn. That's tough right there. Why do you think it's gonna be a
31-28
blowout?
Rams. I don't know about that blowout shit that you talking about, because ain't nobody going to hold that offense to 21 points. That defense is not good enough to hold that. They didn't. Patrick Mahomes just lit them up.
It doesn't have to be really so much as about the defense, because the Patriots know how to hold the ball. They know how to run the clock.
Agreed.
And that's the difference too. That's why I felt when I picked the Patriots to win against Kansas City, even when it was winning overtime and they won the coin toss, I said, oh, it's a ball game. Because Patriots going to run the clock, they're going to run the clock, and they're going to go down and score. That's what they do. They're going to stop. They know the firepower of the Rams. You can't score if you don't have the ball.
Okay. Your point is valid, right? Time of possession in yesterday's game, and Sunday's game was 44 minutes for the Patriots and 21 minutes for the Chiefs. But the Chiefs put up 31 points. So hold the ball, but your defense really is not good enough to stop me from scoring. So, because this is it, right? If the Chiefs defense can make 1 third down stop, they win the game.
Yeah, Tom Brady had 4?
There's a lot of ifs, ands, buts in sports. If the referees don't call that bogus roughing the passer on 3rd and 10 that gave the Chiefs back the ball, the game is a different outcome. So control the ball, but your defense gives up big plays. I scored 31 points in 21 minutes. That's a lot of points.
I just don't think. I don't know. I just don't trust. I don't know. I'm just thinking Bill Belichick, which is a master of the game, that defense gonna play out of their mind. I just feel like that. The defense gonna play out of their mind.
I agree.
And we already know what Tom Brady.
But I don't think you're gonna hold that Rams team to 21 points in the Super Bowl. I don't know.
Well,
that's
you're gonna see. You talking about the GOAT?
If that defense could do that, man, kudos. Hey, if that defense does that in the Super Bowl, I'm happy with the hire the Dolphins is about to make.
I'm also looking at the veterans that have been to the Super Bowl, have played in the playoffs. They've been there, opposed to golf. That's a big difference. You talking about a baby and a legend. And you also talking about the experience. All those players, Chung and all these players the Patriots got, they've been there. They know what to do. That's why I feel that they can hold them down. Not so much as they don't have the firepower, but it's just so much more pressure on golf.
That's understood, but I don't think the pressure is really on golf. Why is the pressure on golf? See, people want to make it golf Brady. It's not golf Brady. That's not fair. Golf Brady really, like, that's not really the battle. Super Bowl Sunday is gonna be McVay, Belichick.
It's not so much as McVay, Belichick, golf, Brady. What I'm saying it as, that defense is going to be so much on golf. Not that it's all on him, but as far as being in that pressure situation, getting rid of the ball, making bad decisions. That's what I'm saying.
Last week, I would agree with you. But what I seen he did under pressure-packed situations this past weekend, the kid is not, I'm not going to say he's proven, but shit, he has so much grasp in that offense that it's hard to rattle him. It's hard to shake him. Like, he knows where he want to go. And the fact that Todd Gurley is going to be back, now you have a two-headed monster in the backfield. And I'm not saying this to persuade you to think that the Rams is going to win. But the Rams do have enough firepower where you're not just going to take away my best player and I don't have nothing else to beat you. The Saints, they took away Michael Thomas and nobody else could beat him. They had nobody else. Alvin Kamara could get his. But when you talk about a Rams team where you take away Robert Woods, you got to worry about Cooks. You take away Cooks, you got to worry about Higbee. You take away Higbee, you got to worry about CJ. You take away CJ, you got to worry about Gurley. Like, it's a lot more. Their O-line is a lot better. You know what I mean? And if we want to talk about vets, Sue been in the league for a long time. He won a ring. Donald is the highest paid. These guys feel like they have something to prove against Brady. When you talk about players on the defensive side of the ball with high character and they face a legend like that, they telling their young guy, Golf, don't worry about this. Let us go hold Brady to 21 points.
Just don't lose the game.
Just don't lose the game, Fee.
Yeah, you're right, though.
Let us go hold Brady to 21 points. They're not going to be in a locker room telling Golf, 16, you got to go win this. Hell no. That defense is going to crowd around they D coordinator. And, yo, Talib want his. You know Peters want his because Peters want to talk all summer. So, Peters want his. You know what I mean? Sue want his. Donald want his. Fowler was traded. He want his. These guys got chips on their shoulder. So as much as you say, no, I'm not disagreeing with you, but I have to make a point. As much as you say, you know what I mean, Brady is a winner, can't question it. Belichick is a dog, can't question it. The defense have to come do what they did again 2 weeks in a row. I got film now. It's a similar team. Rams and Saints is similar. Personnel and all. So Sean McVay's not a dummy. I know what you want to take away, but I also know what you don't have. That secondary is suspect. You know what I mean? So we in for a good one. 31-28 Rams. And I don't like the Rams because Miami got Joe's going to be like, boy, you pick my team. I shouldn't even be doing this, but I'm going to go with that. 31-28 Rams. Yeah, so for me, the key to the game is the D-line. And I said the same thing, for the past couple weeks now. For the Chargers, I said the key to the game was Bosa and Ingram. They couldn't touch him. Last week, D-line couldn't fucking touch him. So I'm going back to the money for the third try. D-line. I'm hoping Sue and Donald can make me rich. You know what I mean?
We'll put your mortgage on it.
Nah, I won't do that. Not against 12. I won't do that. But see, the thing is this, all right? Brady. God forbid. What happens if Brady goes down?
Down goes Brady.
God forbid. I don't wish that upon a dog. See, with a defense, I could win the Super Bowl with Trent Dilfer.
It's proven. They've done this.
What happens
before.
if Brady goes down? Boy, talk about the hoodie gonna come off. oh, he gonna be shaking on that sideline because you ain't got Garoppolo. You ain't got Castle. You ain't got the guys that went to the Pro Bowl in that system.
Who is their
This
backup
is the
quarterback?
Who is their backup quarterback?
That's a
What,
big-
Hoyer?
That's a big if.
Hoyer, Brian Hoyer.
Is it?
That's a big if.
That,
So if
you
that-
gotta touch him.
If
Yeah.
that does happen and Bill Belichick is still able to make it happen to Brian Hoyer, what does that say about Bill Belichick? He's
That'd
in a
be the
different-
third quarterback he does it with in that system. Besides Brady. Doesn't take nothing away from being in the league 18 years, going to the Super Bowl 9 times. He's a dog. Yeah, he's a dog. I respect him more now than I.
50% of the time that you've been in the NFL.
That's a winner. For a 6th-round pick, that's a winner.
That's crazy.
I'll take that.
I mean,
He's going for the 6th ring.
it's a lot. You have a lot of people. Oh, we can do this. Oh, we can do that. Oh, if this happens, and it's like I'm not a big NFL fan. Y'all know that, but you have to recognize.
No, you got to recognize great.
You
great
gotta
greatness.
recognize
That's what
great-
you call a GOAT.
You know, and
It's not Joe Montana. It's not
that's-
none. It's Tom fucking Brady.
That's just what it is, and it's a lot of people.
It hurts
that
to
come
say
up
it though. Fuck,
with
coming
game
out the
plans.
AFC
People been
East.
game playing for this guy for years, and everybody
You can't
seems to
game
fail.
plan against Brady.
It's hard. He
You
gets
can't.
rid of the ball.
Man, Sunday, I watched him come to the line, and he killed like 15 plus plays. I'm talking about plays coming off the sideline, and he come to the line, he kill. It's like, what the fuck? And he'll swap the formation, and then the play that he go to hit.
Patrick Mahomes can't
Bruh.
do that yet.
Yo,
I mean, just
Sony.
You gotta appreciate
It's
that.
so
though.
many times he switched Sony Michelle from this side of the formation to this side, and it popped. And he comes to the line, he looks, and he just kill, and the D line, the O line gets it, the skill players gets it, and the play goes. And it's like, man, when you don't have to coach, you just gotta send in the play. But like Bill Belichick gets credit. Even I was one of the people like, it's Bill. But when Bill could call and you kill Bill, I don't want that play, Bill. No, it's not gonna work. And he's great.
And he converts on those plays.
He's great. He does not miss.
that's what he does.
He doesn't miss.
You got 2 good running backs. You have a plethora.
Probably 3.
You got a plethora of receivers. You can't forget about Gronk.
He make Philip Dorsett look so good. And people from the U were saying Philip Dorsett ain't had no hands. Philip Dorsett couldn't run routes. He makes Philip Dorsett look so good. He makes Chris Hogan look so good. He makes regular guys that probably wouldn't catch 50 balls on a regular team look like Pro Bowlers, bro. And for me, it's like I hate Tom Brady with love. Really. Like
That's
for real.
interesting.
You feel me?
With love.
With love.
That's
He's
a lot
great.
of respect, though.
He's great.
Nah, for sure. So let's do this, man. Before we go on, let's go ahead and toast up to the Super Bowl and toast up to the show.
Bless up. That's clean.
My key to the game.
Oh, wow. You ain't go do yours yet?
Nah.
Thought it was the D line.
That was his.
Oh, okay.
Is the team who can establish the run game to open up the passing lanes for the quarterbacks to work. I think that's the key to the game. Whoever can establish that run game, if it's gonna be hopefully Todd Gurley can come back and play for that game, if he can get going and open up the passing lanes for the wide receivers for Gurley to work, maybe the Rams will come through. But if James White could get through.
And also, if the Rams establish a run game that keeps Tom Brady off the field.
Definitely that too. Time of possession the other way around.
Same way that you say they control the time of possession, Brady can't control time of possession if he's on the bench, on the sidelines. So
And,
that running game might
hey,
be serious.
On another note, shout out to the kicker for the Rams, Sam. Man, he sent them to the bowl. He hit a 57-yarder, I think it was,
yeah,
for the game winner.
It was a long.
And he hit another one to send them to OT. So we don't never really talk about special teams on this show, but shout out to the special teams.
Nah, he was clutch.
Shout out to the special teams, man.
So, Patriots, 38-21.
Yes, sir.
You got Rams.
Nah, I got Patriots.
You got Patriots.
35-27.
And you got the Rams.
31-28.
Okay. I like that. We're gonna revisit this after the Super Bowl. We're gonna revisit it, but at the end of the game, I think it's gonna be a great game.
Definitely.
You brought up an interesting name during your conversation, Brian Flores.
Brian Flores,
The
D coordinator for the Patriots.
Is it official? It can't be official, right? Because
I mean, he's
Patriots
still working.
still
It
playing.
can't be, but it's official. I think
Okay.
that's the head coach for the Dolphins.
For sure.
Yeah.
What do we think about that hire?
I think it's a home run hit.
A home run hit.
Yeah.
Because they got Jim Caldwell, right?
At our OC.
As an advisor / assistant head coach.
Yeah, so he's basically gonna be on next to
Yeah.
him, on top of him, and Jim Caldwell is really good as far as a head coach.
Definitely.
He's someone that's been in the league.
Really good at a head coach.
I think so.
Yeah,
With the Lions, he was with the Lions the
And
majority
Colts.
of times, right? And the Colts.
he ain't no
Okay.
scrub when it comes to coaching.
Nah, for sure, for sure.
Yeah, I think it's a good hire for us. I think it brings some energy to the to the team. I think it brings some experience. He's been with the Patriots, I think, for like 14 years.
And I know we hate using the word culture, but he brings the Patriots structure, maybe.
Attitude. I think it's the
Attitude,
attitude. Yeah,
for sure.
I think he brings the winning pedigree. He knows how to win. You know what I mean? And that's something we haven't had in years. Just somebody that knows how to win, somebody that knows how to put in a system that's going to work. And the fact that he's a defensive-minded guy that works to our advantage because our weakness is the defense. You know what I mean? The past season, we've probably been the worst at run D. Our secondary has been all right because of key players, but you know what I mean? So I think he brings a new energy. Hopefully that's the hire, because shit, we thought a lot of coaches were gonna go to you, and that ended up being a lot of false hope. But they ended up coming out with a good staff. So if we could get him, and I'm hearing the Caldwell, and I'm hearing a lot more guys that's willing to come in and
Positions
coach
and
with him.
things like
Most
that.
definitely, I think that'd be a good hire for us in a rebuild mode. Start over.
We're gonna come back to that rebuild mode. What do you think about that hire?
Brian Flores.
Right.
I think it's a step in the right direction, especially with the Heat. With the Dolphins not gonna be as good as people expect, and the direction that we're gonna go in. I don't think we should.
I think it's expected that we're not gonna be good.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, I think it's still gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard for the team to be bad because the team was hurt. With all the healthy pieces coming back, I mean, the team probably still be decent. It ain't gonna
Right.
be garbage. But
It's
I mean,
gonna be hard for us to tank, as everybody likes to say.
yeah, but I mean, I think they with the signing, it was good because I don't think you wanted a head coach that was established and to come into this situation. Get someone who was in a situation or who was an OC or DC and come in and get their first head coaching job in a situation like this and
sure.
groom something.
For sure. I know you're not a Dolphins fan. Outside looking in, what do you think about it? Or you have any opinions? I'm kind of interested to hear what you have to say about this.
I'm hearing. I mean, you guys aren't the first guys that say that's a good hire. So that's really all I can go off of. Everybody's saying, that this guy is a good coach. Maybe he'll change the way the Dolphins look. I mean, I'm not a huge fan, but I do know that there were a lot of injuries. So maybe he can turn around for him next year.
Right. Rebuilding. I know rebuilding for a lot of people starts at different places.
Mm-hmm.
One of our biggest needs is one of the biggest positions in the NFL.
The biggest position in the NFL.
Quarterback.
Yeah.
Is this the year that we go for the quarterback? I know 2019 is not compared to 2020 when you talk about quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm. I think the only reason why we're even in a topic of trying to get a quarterback this year is because Kyler Murray put his name in the draft.
Right.
I think prior to that, everybody was saying the Dolphins should tank and wait till 2020.
Right.
To get either Tua, the Herbert guy, and they have a bunch of Shea Patterson. They have a bunch of guys that's coming out of that draft that's really good. But I think for the Dolphins as a team, you have Ryan Tannehill under a huge contract. If you're not going to trade him, restructure him. Save some money and try to trade that. You know what I mean? Because nobody's going to take Ryan Tannehill for $20 million. Stop it. So you're going to have to eat some of that. Trade him. And if you really want to rebuild, go with Luke Falk. We've said that name on this show a lot of times. Bernie is a big fan. Burns is a big fan of him. And it's like, if that's the direction you want to go as far as like letting the season pass you by so that way you could get a high pick, I don't see a reason for you to reach for Kyler Murray this year, not knowing if he's gonna really be the franchise answer at quarterback. That's my thing. Nobody's a sure lock, but there's ways to go about it when it comes to that position. So that's just my opinion on it. I don't think they should reach, but if a good draft pick falls to you like a Greedy Williams at the 13th pick, I think you still continue to load up on the defensive side of the ball or go O-line. You know what I mean?
Just to throw this out there, I know we were talking about 2020 and we were talking about quarterback prospects. They were saying that New England, mock-wise, is supposed to pick up Justin Herbert from quarterback from Oregon.
What?
That's crazy.
Right. Of course, mock drafts change all the time, but just imagine that.
Just imagine
Wow.
Right.
that. That give Bill Belichick another 10 years, boy.
For sure.
Retire where? I'm staying.
Facts. Now let's talk about let's go through 2019 mock draft. I'm gonna name the teams and I'm gonna name that the mock person that they're supposed to draft. You guys tell me what you guys think about that pickup. Number 1, Arizona Cardinals picking up Nick Bosa, DN from Ohio State.
Yeah, I think that sounds set and delivered.
Good pick.
That's what?
I think that sounds set and delivered.
Yeah, Nick Bosa, right?
It's a good pick.
But if I did have a rebuttal, I'd say they might shock the world just like the Browns did and pick Kyler Murray 1.
Even with their quarterback that they drafted last year?
Trade him draft day.
For sure. All right. For sure. I like that.
Trade him draft day for another 1. You probably could stay in the first round and trade him for a late 1.
For sure. Jacksonville needs a quarterback there at number 5. If I was the Dolphins, that's where I would trade Ryan Tannehill to. Not for that number 5, but I would trade him to that team. Number 2, San Francisco, Josh Allen. I guess there's a position called the edge now.
That's the left outside linebacker guy from Kentucky.
Kentucky, Josh Allen, yeah.
He's a stud.
7 sacks, 10.5
And that's the
tackles.
49ers?
Yeah.
Yeah. That sounds decent. They need some help on the defensive side.
Right. Number 3, New York Jets. Quinnen Williams, defensive line from Alabama.
That's nice.
It's a good pickup.
For the Jets, right?
Hold on.
Because they got him second after
We can't keep
Bosa.
saying, yeah.
Williams might be the second best player in the draft.
Behind.
In the draft? After
From
Bosa?
Alabama.
After Bosa?
Right, after Bosa. He's been one of the most dominant players in college football.
So what about Dwayne Haskins?
That's the quarterback.
I know, but like, you not up there?
Not yet. Not yet. Number 4, Oakland Raiders. Clinton Farrell, DN from Clemson.
I think that's where it gets tricky.
Right, okay.
Because I think with Oakland, you never know what they're gonna do in their
right.
draft and their draft picks. Sometimes they just draft the player with the fastest 40 in the combine, like a Darius Hayward from Maryland.
Davis, Mark Davis, even Al Davis, they were known for that.
Yeah.
Give me speed.
So with that, you could leave Farrell on the board because you don't know if he's really gonna go for real.
Number 5, Jacksonville. Name that you just brought up, Dwayne Haskins, quarterback out of Ohio State.
That's a fit.
So that's that
I see
trade you're
that
talking
going
about
down.
right there. Maybe we could trade that and get him as a quarterback. For Tannehill and get the fifth pick and get Dwayne Haskins.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Jackson and trade. You're going to have to add some more to that, though.
I mean, why not? We'll give you Devontae Parker or Jones.
Okay.
I think Ryan Tannehill and Jones, and give him and
For the number
swap out
5?
first round pick,
Shit.
5 and 13.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't see the Dolphins doing that.
Never know. It's a new front office. It might be aggressive.
Number
don't
6,
see it at all.
the Giants.
Kyler
Drew
Murray.
Lock, quarterback
they
out of
got
Missouri.
Drew instead of Kyler.
Yeah, Drew Lock.
If he's looking at what I'm looking at, I know where they got him going, but that's shocking.
Where?
Kyler,
Yeah,
the Redskins,
the Redskins.
Redskins.
at 12. Remember, Alex Smith just broke his leg.
That might be a decent pickup for them.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So I'm surprised.
If he
Kyler-
drops there.
If he drops, for sure.
Yeah,
Number
he might
7.
go higher than that.
Number 7, Greedy Williams, cornerback out of LSU, going to
Bay.
Tampa Bay.
Why not a quarterback there?
Yeah,
They're not
It's
sold
time-
on Jameis.
Yeah.
Time to move on from Winston.
Yeah,
They're not sold there.
The Bucs secondary ranked 30th in pass defense.
I could see them drafting Greedy Williams then.
exactly. They ain't got no reason.
30th.
With a defense rank like that.
Number 8, Detroit Lions. Rashawn Gary, DL, out of Michigan.
Yeah, he's an interior guy though.
If you guys notice, man, this is definitely a
Defensive loaded draft.
for sure.
Yeah.
Number 9, Buffalo, Jeffrey Simmons, defensive tackle. This is the second straight year Buffalo spent on a first-round pick on a defense. Last year they picked up Edmonds from Virginia Tech, the linebacker.
The linebacker. He's gonna be a stud in the league though.
Number 10, Broncos, Brian Murphy, quarterback out of Washington.
He's good.
Yeah?
He's
Yeah.
good. I know
Yeah,
that
they
is.
say
That's,
he's
that's
one of the
number
best
one.
cornerbacks in the college last season.
He's good.
Would pair nicely with Chris Harris Jr.
This is who I like. Devin
11,
White.
11, Cincinnati, Devin White, linebacker, LSU.
He's good.
Yeah, he's good.
He's a fucking
top,
stud,
He's a
man.
top linebacker.
He's a stud.
I like that. Number 12, Washington Redskins via Packers,
Kyler
Murray.
I like that fit for him.
Yeah,
though.
I mean, if he stays,
If
on the
he
board,
drops there,
if he stays on the board,
Right. Number 13, Miami Dolphins. Ja'Kai Polite,
Kyle Polite from Florida,
the edge.
edge rusher. Yeah,
that might be a decent
I
pick.
think that's it. If they saying that and the next pick is Ed, there's no way Dolphins pass up on Ed Oliver.
Ed Oliver,
no
14,
way.
Atlanta
From
Falcons.
Houston.
D-tackle.
There's no way. There's no way. He's a dog.
That's-
He's a game changer.
But
I would not draft
this is
Ja'Kai
also
over
the
Ed.
Dolphins we talking about. Ain't no telling what
Let me
they'll
see
do.
who else on the board.
Number 15, Green Bay Packers.
Deontay Thompson. He's
Deontay
good.
Thompson, another safety out of Alabama.
He's good.
This second straight year, Alabama had a safety going in the first round.
Probably the third.
Carolina Panthers at 16, Brian Burns,
From
edge, Florida State.
He's pretty good.
Yeah.
But he's small though.
Yeah, pretty good.
He's small in
defensive end.
stature.
But I think they'll probably change his position. I don't know. Yeah.
He's small in stature. He's like 225, 230.
Yeah.
2019 pick, 17, Cleveland Browns. I'm guessing this pick is going to keep their 2017 pick, Baker Mayfield, upright. Jonah Williams, OT from Alabama.
Definitely a great pick
Yeah.
for them.
Yeah.
Number 18, Minnesota, Dalton Risner, OT from Kansas State. This is where the offensive linemen come in, I guess now.
Yeah,
Tennessee
that's team that
Titans.
need help in the trenches. I'm
Sure.
guessing.
Metcalf, wide
DK
receiver
Metcalf, he's good
from Ole Miss.
to help Mariota out. He need a couple
Yeah.
more weapons on the
Mariota's
outside.
for sure. Pittsburgh, DeAndre Baker, cornerback from Georgia. Other side.
Thorpe Award winner
Oh wow, and he'll be on the other side of fucking.
Joe Hayden.
I like that.
Yeah.
that.
That's a nice pick.
21, Seattle Seahawks, Montez Sweet,
He's
edge.
good. Montez
22,
Sweat, yeah.
Baltimore Ravens, Devin Bush, linebacker from Michigan. Houston,
He's from
Cody
down
Ford. Yeah. Cody Ford, OT, Oklahoma. And Oakland Raiders, Kevin Harmon, wide receiver, North Carolina. And Oakland got this because of the trade with Chicago. So now going from Oakland with the 24th pick, we got Philly, Nasir Adderley, safety out of Delaware.
Don't know about that pick either.
Yeah.
I think they could probably get somebody else on the
Better,
board with
right?
that pick, yeah.
Probably.
The Colts help Andrew Luck out. Nikhil Harry, wide receiver, Arizona State.
He's a big time receiver.
I think he's a big guy.
Yeah?
He's a big time receiver. Yeah.
Okay.
I think he's a big guy.
Pair him up with T.Y. Hilton and Eric Ebron.
Yeah.
Reminds us of Juju Smith-Schuster and Anquan
Yeah.
Bolden.
You have two good receivers, and
That's pretty
then what's the
good.
running back
That's
they got?
some names, though. That's a different
Mac?
type of mix.
Yeah, that'd be a
Juju
nice.
and Anquan.
Yeah, Anquan. That's pretty nice.
Yeah, that'd be some nice offensive weapons for Luck.
Oakland picks again?
Oakland picks again from the trade with Cooper.
Okay.
Joshua Jacobs, running back from Alabama.
He's good. He just declared for the draft. He has quick feet, powerful, fast.
Powerful, fast. He
Yeah.
breaks tackles at 38.5%.
Oh, I was not even reading off of the thing.
That's decent.
Nah, he is, because I actually watched them in the Natty.
Number 28, Chargers, Dexter Lawrence, D tackle out of Clemson.
He was suspended for the national championship
Wow,
game.
add a D tackle to fucking Bosa and Ingram.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
he was suspended the last two games.
Yeah.
That was the guy
He's
from
special.
Clemson.
He's special.
The
The nose guard.
damn, you're right. Okay.
Yeah.
Kansas City, Mark Wilson, linebacker from Alabama.
Just declared for the draft.
They
So
need
explosive guy.
Green Bay Packers, wow, Noah Fant, tight end, Iowa.
With Jimmy Graham there.
Yeah. Yep. 31 New England Patriots.
Daniel Jones, quarterback out of Duke. So they got the Rams winning the Super
Rams
Bowl.
at number 32, right?
Yeah.
You see that?
They got Rams winning
They
the
got
Super Bowl.
Amani Aruna, cornerback, Penn State.
Yep, Rams are Super Bowl champs, man. That's right here.
Right.
So they say.
So they say. So they say.
This
So
never lie.
just going through that, initial mock draft, is there any names that stuck out? Anybody was like, wow, that's a great fit for that team?
One thing that I could say, no University of Miami players in the first round
That's definitely noticeable.
Shit.
at all.
What round do we see the first UM player get
Second.
drafted?
Third.
Shit.
I wouldn't say second. Who's getting drafted in the second round?
Willis the third. Gerald Willis.
Oh, Gerald Willis.
Yeah.
That's a nice pick. I like that, bro.
I can see him going in the second round.
I like
see him
that.
going in the second.
I can go
I like that, my
I can see
G.
him going in the second.
I like that. But I say third. And it'll be Jaquan Johnson, the safety. Because in the new NFL, you need players like him that can play in the box, the perimeter, corner, safety.
Who do you have, Stats?
Y'all all forgetting about Joe Jackson too.
That's third round.
Hey man,
He's been hurt.
he had a decent season though.
But he's been hurt. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, he had a decent season though.
He's good. I wish he would have came back.
But I think Gerald Willis would be the first Kane. He'll be the first Kane
Off the board.
Yeah,
Second
no doubt.
round?
Yeah,
I like that. I like that. Now, keeping consistent with that Canes talk, we're going to transition from NFL, University of Miami. There's been a lot of energy coming from Coral Gables. Manny Diaz taking over from Mark Richt. OC, defensive DC coordinators being named. Now we're stepping into the next phase of getting these players, the transfer players.
Transfer portal.
We've getting a lot of players from that. We're going to talk about if that's good for the NCAA or if it's bad. But talking currently, you named a few players that we were able to pick up. And just bringing this conversation, you already have a smile on your face.
Man, I'm excited.
Right.
This is one of them off seasons where you wake up to Mark Richt retiring and it's like, oh shit, who we gonna hire as a head coach?
And I think that happened in the same day,
In 2
right?
weeks, you're like, man, I'm ready for the season to start. You know what I mean? So shout out to Manny Diaz and that whole entire coaching staff for bringing energy and positivity to the program. Tate Martell, KJ Osborne, Bubba Bolden,
Let's go, players.
to name a few.
Martell, quarterback,
Quarterback from Ohio State.
Ohio State. How do we like him? And let's give him a grade. What grade do we give that?
That pickup?
Tate,
Yeah.
I give it a solid B.
Solid B?
Yeah, the same.
Yeah.
He's nice.
No, he's good.
I would give him. Probably about the same thing.
B, right?
Solid B.
We're all excited about this.
He was 45-0 in high school.
Right.
You know
A
what
winner.
mean?
I think
A winner.
today's
Topic of the show is winning. Yeah. Yeah, he was solid in high school, man. 45-0, played with Brevin Jordan, so there's chemistry on the team already. At tight end, you know a quarterback's best friend is his tight end. So he's a small guy though. He's 5'10". 5'10", so he runs the RPO really well, which is what the new
from Alabama.
Yeah, but
Right.
from every team now.
Right,
You know what I mean? He runs that pretty well. He has a pretty strong arm for his size. So we look to see the quarterback competition really heat up in the offseason for the Hurricanes with N'Kosi Perry, Jaron Williams, Cade Weldon, and now Tate. So I think I'm excited about it, man. I'm excited about the change.
So we got Tate,
KJ Osborne,
KJ Osborne from USC.
wide receiver out of Buffalo.
Wide receiver out of Buffalo. A lot of people's been talking about his name.
Big time
Give me
guy.
a grade and why are you excited about this player?
Grade A, solid A.
Grade A.
Yeah.
Damn. All right.
Solid A.
Is that an A even without a quarterback? Knowing what quarterback we have there.
I think that's why it's an A. With his physicality and his size, I think he gives the quarterback a bigger target that has better hands than the cager
so it
that
doesn't
we
only
lost.
impact our wide receivers, but it impacts that quarterback position. in a
Definitely,
positive way.
because from what I've seen, he doesn't drop balls. He doesn't drop balls. And our big time receiver last year, who was 6'5", 6'6", who transferred, drops a lot of balls.
I remember watching. I think it was either the Duke game or Virginia game.
Drops a lot of passes.
Oh my gosh.
We're not gonna name drop, but he drops a lot of passes.
Yeah,
KJ.
for sure. Talking about Florida State.
Yeah, Cager. Yeah,
We're not gonna name drop, but
yeah, drops a lot of balls. So I mean, bringing in KJ Osborne, you know what I mean, with the experience, he played with Tyreek Jackson, who was also on our target till he declared for the NFL, the quarterback, and you know, I think that helps out a lot because our receiver room is talented, but it's young. You know what I mean? So with his experience, his talent, I think it's a pretty good pick.
Burns, what up?
The pickup, what's his name again? Sorry.
KJ Osborne.
KJ Osborne. I don't know too much about him. Just going off of what he said, but I believe he'll just be a good fit. Just gotta wait until the season starts and just see how he just fits in with the team and how Manny Diaz and his staff got what's going on with all these new people. Just gotta wait and see with all this.
The chemistry, how they gel?
Yeah.
What are we saying, stats?
I say it's A. Big body, good hands. I think it's a good pickup. Actually,
Big body,
it's a
good
big
hands.
body, experience. You know, he quite possibly. You know, you have him on the outside. You have Jordan in the middle. So
Jeff Thomas.
you have Thomas on the other side. You have a pretty good amount of skilled players that
And our running back is always skilled.
You know that'll help.
Speaking of that,
It'll help
Auburn.
the quarterback. Whoever's the quarterback, with the new OC coming in, that'll definitely help the quarterback.
We definitely have a lot of weapons.
the running back transfer that we got from Auburn, he's pretty good.
Yeah.
Asa Martin.
What is it?
Asa Martin.
That's his name. He was a top recruit.
He was. Why didn't it work out in Auburn for him?
I don't know. I have no idea.
For some reason, I think Auburn red-shirted him, or it was
I have no
some
idea
type
about
of
that
situation like that.
What grade is that? Because I think that wasn't Manny D. That was during Mark Richt.
Margaret.
The first days of when they could name and shit like that.
Yeah.
What do we say about that? Because we have Dallas.
B minus?
I would give him. I would give him maybe like a B or maybe a C.
Yeah, maybe even a C.
And the reason because
We're already
have,
loaded at running back.
We're loaded.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, we just had Travis Homer declared for the NFL. You still got Dallas. You still got Cameron Davis. You still got
Lorenzo Lingard, who was a 5-star recruit from last year.
You still got Brian
hurt.
Burns. You still have some backs back. We still have some backs. So we definitely loaded at the skill position. That's definitely not a problem. So
Facts.
We'll
I like
see.
that. I like that. Last one, USC.
Bubba Bolden,
What do we say about
safety,
that? Safety.
B plus.
Yo,
Because I think he
these
could
are
play day
these
one.
are some great. All right, I like that. These are some good fucking grades. Then, what are you saying, Burns? You familiar with them?
I think it's a solid B. I think that's a position that we need help at. And with him coming in, I think he could go ahead and slide right in and do his job.
Okay.
We lose Jaquan Johnson. We lost Shedrick Redwine at safety.
I think
That's a good
I
plug-in.
mean, at this position, I would give him maybe a high B because we lost, you know, a leader and a good player in Jaquan Johnson. So we need somebody to fill that spot. Yeah, we have a lot of other guys. We got some bangers, some hitters, but I like Bolden. But I'm gonna tell y'all, keep an eye out on is Carter,
Amari Carter,
Amari Carter.
number 5.
Keep an eye on him.
This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to a quick commercial break. We're gonna talk about transfer portals and we're gonna talk about the NBA last segment. All right. So we just came back from a quick commercial break, man. We were talking about some of the UM transfer players. I know we're benefiting a lot, and also the players are benefiting a lot. But I think we're starting to see the transition in NCAA, right? There's from the colleges and the authorities having control of where these players go or being stuck at a place that they don't want to be, and now the freedom is given to some of these players. 5 years from now, are we gonna look back like, damn, this was great for the players, for the team, for the programs, or we've been like, man, we don't like that? Is this gonna be the same way people are looking at NBA with the super teams? At one point, it was, oh shit, these players have the option to go wherever they want to go. Now, man, they're overloaded, this and that. How are we gonna view this in a couple of years?
I've always had strong beliefs and it felt like a lot of times they say kids, but these are actually young men. They should be able to go wherever they want And at the end of the day, it really is a business. We give you a scholarship. Well, we give a scholarship to the top players to come to our school. The schools then win so many games. So many games equals a bid to a bigger game, which equals money to the school. So if a certain player, or a certain coach recruits me for his system, and then he leaves, why shouldn't I, as a player, be able to go somewhere else where I can use my skills to take myself to the next level? So I actually think it's a good idea. I mean, among all of the other things or that the NCAA has restricted from these young men, I think it's pretty good to actually have a transfer portal. I mean, coaches get up and leave and go where they want, so, I mean, why not?
Right, for sure.
I mean, I feel like it's just a good thing. Give the like you said, the young men the ability to give them kind of like a free agency in their hands to be able to figure out what they want to do. If they want to do this and do that, and it's an early stage of trying to figure out life. So, I mean, it's a good step in the right direction for them.
I agree with Barry White. I absolutely agree with what you guys are saying. The only problem that I have with it, I think it also gives the young men a leeway to run from competition. I think a lot of situations where these young men want to go in a situation feeling entitled to a position, and when a coach that to what stats say, coaches leave all the time, but let's just say the coach that comes in wants you at his court as his guy, but being that you have the option to leave, you're ready to go somewhere that you're guaranteed to start instead of going through the process of competing. So it's great for the players. Yes, I'm not against it, but only if the situation is really needed for you to transfer out of that school should it be used. I don't think it should be used as a way to get back at the coaches, because the coaches are able to get up and leave whenever they want to. What people got to understand about that is these student athletes, not all, but majority of them don't have a whole family to go back home and take care of. So these coaches that make these decisions, like Manny Diaz did abruptly to Temple, it's not because Manny Diaz wanted to be green. It's because whatever income Miami was offering was more than Temple was offering. It's simple math. You know what I mean? And I have a family to feed. So when they say kids should not run, because when you come to college, you come in to learn about life. Like Burns said, you come in to be a student athlete. You know what I mean? So if a coach leaves, that's none of your business. You're here to learn first and foremost, and then play on the field. So yes, it's great for the kids. They've been taken advantage of since NCAA 2000 or whatever. So it's time for them to have some type of power. But I think it should only be used if the situation is like, man, this is my junior year. I need film. This coach is not allowing me to play ball. I got a place where I could go show my talent, I'll transfer. But just to say something like a quarterback transfers to your school, and you like, man, this coach told me I was going to start last summer. This quarterback came in. I don't feel like competing. Let me go somewhere where I know I'm going to start. I think that's a weak move, just like people call KD move a cupcake move.
I think that's a great point. You brought up people being scared of competition. We're all University of Miami fans here. There was one point that University of Miami had Clinton Portis, Frank Gore, Willis McGahee.
In the same backfield.
If we had a transfer portal, do we still have that chance to see that great team?
Great question.
Nah.
Do you think one of them leave?
I think they take matters into their own hands and go elsewhere.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, you also talk about two different eras. The era now is of when you had guys that I would say had a certain type of brothership. It was an era pre-social media. Now everything is social media. Everybody's recruiting everybody. Everybody's seeing what this person does, this person likes. I mean, it can kind of go both ways. It's a gift and it's a curse, because also these young men also have responsibility too. Some of these young men might already have kids. So if I'm at a school and I know that this coach was, I'm an option quarterback, and this coach recruited me to come to school because that's the offense that he runs. Right. But then he gets fired or he leaves and goes to another, and I know the same coach coming in and they run a pro style offense, doesn't compliment me at all. So it doesn't help me. Not so much that I run away from competition. It's not my style of offense. This is what I've been playing in high school.
That's what you were saying too, though. They should have that ability to change because this is my junior year. I don't have team.
Exactly.
That's
But then again, I'm gonna rebuttal with this though. Stats. There's no option quarterbacks in the NFL. So if your desire is not to go pro, maybe you stay. But if your desire is to go pro, maybe if your desire to not go pro, you leave and go find that system. Go play at Air Force or somewhere that runs that Georgia Tech. But if your desire is to be a pro style, that coach comes in and be like, man, I'm trying to mold you. I want you as my guy. I love you at your athleticism. I'm gonna mold you into a drop back, type of guy. And he brings in another guy in his recruiting class that's already Peyton Manning is. You can't run from that. That's what I'm saying. Like,
it's true.
If the situation benefits you and your family, do what you gotta do at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Because ain't nobody gonna sign no check for you, bro. You gotta go get yours. But if we want to talk about just strictly competition, don't use the transfer portal as a way out. If you still have the ability to win out a competition, that's all I'm saying.
That's true. But a lot of times now, like I said, the era has changed so much that these kids are looking for the big payday. If I could bypass this and go over here and get to my dreams quicker, that's what I'm going to do. That's how some of them think.
Russell Wilson made it look real easy. That's just tough.
Then you have other guys' situations.
State of Wisconsin.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have other situations where guys might already have a child. They are responsible
that
for
I
someone.
Respect.
You know, so
that I respect.
You know,
100%.
it's different. But
that I respect 100%.
It could go
off the field. Definitely.
There are pros and cons to it. You know what I'm saying? Because we can sit and say, oh, well, you know, just like what you just said, oh, well, you know, a player run away from competition. And that's kind of like what Tate Martell did. When he saw that quarterback
That's what I was referring to.
When he came in, when the quarterback coming in and coming to Ohio State, now you leave. But as Hurricane fans, yeah, we love them. We love them.
We're benefiting from it.
I loved it as a move, but that's who I've been speaking to subliminally the whole time. Tate ran. Like, point blank, period. Prior to this guy transferring to your school, you were saying this is your team, you know the offense, ain't nobody gonna come in here and take your playbook from you, you know your playbook. But then, bro, you're coming into a situation where Nikosi's hungry, Jaron Williams is hungry. You're gonna have to compete for this.
That's the negative of the transfer portal.
Wow.
You're gonna have to compete anyway because Nikosi has 6-7 games under his belt. You're not just gonna come in and take his playbook from him. Jaron Williams is a redshirt freshman. He got his playbook. You're not gonna just come in and just because you play with Brevin Jordan doesn't mean you're gonna win the summer. These guys played with Brevin Jordan too.
Right. So
it's equal now. You play with him in high school. I play with him in college. So it's gonna be fun. You know what I mean? He's athletic. He's different than anything we have on a roster. But I think Manny Diaz is going to go with the best guy behind center.
For sure.
I think Dan Enos is going to go with the best guy behind center, our new OC. As a quarterback coach, I think he's going to groom the guy that he really wants to be behind center. And I think Jaron Williams, for me, is the dark horse in this race only because he already has the tangibles of a drop-back quarterback. So it's gonna be dope. It's gonna be dope to see, man. We haven't had this at University of Miami ever, like a quarterback competition.
Right.
I don't think so.
Nah, definitely. I think there was always put out. It was quarterback competition.
Robert Moore, Kyle Wright, probably the last one.
Robert Moore and the guy from Northwestern too, right?
Ja'Cory Harris.
Right? Wasn't that a little competition?
I think that was a competition. I
Not
think
really.
Ja'Cory Harris was signed, sealed, delivered from day one.
He was coming in with that.
He was such a high-ranked kid. Yeah.
For sure. So yeah, I think at the end of the day, man, like we all said, is happy to see these players have the freedom.
Definitely.
Especially that, impact their careers on and off the field. Especially with some things going off the field that, we got to make this other move. I think that's great. What are our outcomes for UM? You sent me a picture of the fucking schedule, right? Did we go through that?
No, we did. What was the That's
final?
When they had the no, not Toledo, but we had Central Michigan on it. Was it?
Yeah,
that's our fourth game. Did we say what are we looking at for UM coming out? Or
is how many games total?
1, 2, 3,
14.
No, I think it's 10.
12.
11-1.
Who's that loss coming to? First game?
I don't know the schedule.
I say 9.
Florida, first game. UNC, at UNC. Bethune-Cookman, home. Central Michigan, home. Out of those 4 games, what are we looking like?
4-0.
So you're positive. You like
I
us
would-
being-
But right now,
would
you
agree.
can't ask me nothing right now because I'm on up.
Yeah, right.
I'm on a bean right now. I'm
feel
sticking.
you.
So I'm talking 12-0.
I mean, possibly speaking as a UN fan, of course, we 12-0, but being logical,
11-1,
I would say 11-1.
Florida lost.
And no, actually, the loss, I would see us
Pittsburgh?
probably getting
Toledo.
Louisville?
no. It would have to be against Florida State because that's always a flip flop game, always.
If
Come on,
there would be one,
if there would be
because
one,
it's a rival game.
because of rival game.
In
It doesn't matter
Campbell
about
Stadium.
how elite the quarterbacks are or the skilled players. It's a rival game. That game, if you look at the last couple of years when we've been down and they've been up, we've lost by what? 3 points, 2 points. The last 7 games it was a
I agree.
combined of how many points? 8.
I agree.
So that will be the game that if we do lose, it'll be that.
I see an early season loss if it's any. Lose to Florida and run the table.
I say 10-2. I want to lean towards 9-7.
I don't see who you going. Who's
10
the
and
3
2.
losses,
How
bro?
disrespectful.
Do you see that
9
schedule?
and who?
He ain't saying 9-7. He said 9-3.
Oh,
I mean, sorry, yeah. I'm thinking about the NFL.
I'm trying to catch it
I'm
for.
thinking about the NFL. I'm so sorry.
What you
9
said?
and
9-2? 9-3?
Nah, I said 10-2, but I want to lean to 9-3.
9-3?
All right, Soldier Boy.
But what's the loss?
We got to lose it to.
I don't know. I feel like Toledo. The you just like to throw
How the
games
fuck we lose
sometimes.
against somebody we don't?
We don't
play
even
Toledo.
play Toledo.
I don't know. I just feel like they use.
What the fuck, bro?
I don't know. Just remember that. I said it here first.
How
That
disrespectful.
we gonna lose to Toledo? Nigga, we don't play them.
We don't have them on our schedule.
No,
Bro.
You definitely said it first. You might be the only one that say that shit. You wildin'.
How disrespectful.
We got Florida,
Who else we going to lose to?
Florida in Orlando, UNC away, Bethune-Cookman home, Central Michigan home, Virginia Tech home, Virginia home, Georgia Tech home, Pitt away, Florida State away, Louisville home, FIU away at Marlin Stadium, and Duke away.
Yeah, I see 11-1,
crazy.
12-0.
That's crazy. FIU's away at Marlin Stadium, but that's closer to the campus than fucking Hard Rock is.
I'm trying to figure out how is that an away game for us.
Because
If
FIU can't hold it on their campus.
That is true, but do they not know?
It's
It's gonna
closer
be
to them.
swarm with orange and green.
Not even that, but do they not know what the Martin Park is?
Old Orange Bowl,
Old
baby.
Orange Bowl.
How disrespectful.
Old Orange Bowl.
Can they say
You
that?
know what? You know what we're gonna do that night?
I'm still
In
trying
the
to
old
figure out how
Orange
you
Bowl,
say
Bucks?
9-3.
So where are those losses? Do we say Florida's a loss? You still haven't said
That's
that.
probably the only one that I can see on the schedule, bro.
Right.
Florida.
Florida,
coming
Florida
back.
State, Louisville, who? Virginia Tech?
One of the Virginias. Yeah, one of the Virginias.
Is this finally the
Which
year
one?
that we beat the teams that we're supposed to beat?
Yeah,
Because there's been a lot of years in the past.
I
Like,
think this
how
is the year
fuck
where
did
we
lose?
dominate, man.
Dominate.
Yeah, I think this is the year where we come out, we hit you in the mouth
Yeah,
early.
it's not even so much as
I like that because Manny Diaz is that
it's not
type of
even
guy.
so
Yeah.
much as we win.
Nah, we're trying to
wanna
hit you in
be
the mouth.
Physical, fast, and violent.
DJ Dallas is my cornerstone. That's my guy, man. That's my UM guy right now.
Coastal champs for sure.
Coastal champs.
For sure.
Seeing Clemson in the ACC championship game.
Top 10 NCAA at the end of
We're
the
gonna
season.
finish at number 4
That gives us a spot in the championship
in the playoffs.
In the playoffs.
We're gonna pull a Notre
Well,
Notre
we have
Dame.
to beat Clemson to get a spot. That's automatic.
Georgia was put in and they lost to Alabama a couple years back, and they was top 4. They was
I don't
in the
think you
playoffs.
have to win against Clemson. Well, yeah, because we're a conference.
You have to win the ACC.
Georgia.
yeah,
That's
the
a,
ACC
some-
championship
some
winner
certain-
goes in automatically.
But
certain
Georgia
players-
and Alabama played
but
in
certain-
the championship, and
but-
and Georgia lost to Alabama in the SEC championship.
But it's
still
certain
possible.
certain I would say conferences have automatic bids, and the ACC is
The
one.
ACC has
Right,
one.
Whoever
right,
wins that That's automatically
We're
in.
talking about that 4th spot. How did Georgia get in that year they played Alabama in the national championship?
You could have 2 ACC teams. Is what he's trying to say.
Yeah, they've had
Is that you could have 2 SEC teams.
Georgia, Alabama. It's rare, but it could happen.
I mean,
Because I think Georgia was number 4, right?
But that's the SEC.
Yeah.
That's how. If you
SEC's
look at
power,
it,
yeah.
the SEC is the power.
They got more
It's
clout.
automatic. If you win the ACC, you automatically in. It's rarely be 2 ACC. I mean, it's rare that
You
you'll
get 2
lose.
ACC teams.
Exactly, and you'll get in.
You got to beat Clemson. So basically, what we saying is this: to win a national championship within the next 3-4 years, we have to beat Trevor Lawrence and Dabo Swinney.
Yeah, for sure.
That's exactly how it is.
For sure.
That's what we got to beat.
I like that. Let's go out of UN real quick, around the table. Next year's national champion, who do we have? Does
I'm not
Clemson
gonna be
repeat?
biased. Next year's national champion is gonna be the Oklahoma Sooners.
What a national championship game it will be.
Jalen Hurts
Oklahoma.
get revenge against Clemson.
No,
You don't like Oklahoma?
no.
I'm just going off a limb.
Nah,
You
that's
feel
hot
me?
though. That's hot. That's a good storyline.
Yeah.
Oklahoma,
Sounds
give it to
good.
them. They had 2 straight years quarterbacks being Heisman Trophy winners.
Yeah. I mean that sounds good, like but
The story
I don't-
behind it,
yeah,
for
I-
sure. Who do we have?
I don't see it. I mean, I'm a UN fan. Of course, I want to say we're going to win it, but
Yeah, but
I mean, in actuality, I mean, Bama, they don't lose players; they just reload. I really think, and it's a rarity that a team beats Alabama and they don't show up next year and win it back, or come back and being dominant. So I will definitely have to put Alabama back up in there.
Bama.
But I won't be surprised if Clemson is back up in there. But they have to go through us too, though. So
right. For sure. In the years past, I think Clemson came out of the ACC without no bruises, nothing. I think this year Clemson is going to walk out with a couple of bruises here and there. They're going to limp out of the
they
ACC.
have a couple hickeys on their head. They got to go through them canes.
Right.
Let me say this though, before Burns get his pick, and I don't renege a lot, but I'm gonna renege. If anybody has the chance to make it to the national championship game next year, it's gonna be the Texas Longhorns. That I'm gonna say first. The
Quarterback,
Texas
what's his name?
Longhorns.
I like how they finished off last year.
I think they have a chance to be a
Ellinger?
top 14.
Some shit like that.
Yeah, Ellinger, he's a dog.
Yeah, but they always got to go through Oklahoma.
Yeah, but you didn't like Oklahoma, so I gave you Texas.
But they always have problems with Oklahoma.
He
And
beat
that
them.
Red River rivalry.
Red River, yeah. Burns, what you think? I like the Texas pick. Bama, of course. Oklahoma might be a sleeper as well, though.
Yeah,
Right?
Going
'Cause they didn't lose quarterback. They reloaded quarterbacks.
Jalen Hurts.
Who do you have, real quick?
Clemson going back to back.
Clemson?
Yeah, Trevor Lawrence is hard to beat.
That's not a tough bet.
That's Peyton Manning Jr.
Picks. I don't think anybody's teams that they name you could go wrong. Clemson, they're coming back with such a vicious, you know what I mean? They already won the championship. Oklahoma, Texas, they have a great run behind them. How can you bet against Bama? It's like Bama
The past
betting
2
against
years,
the Patriots.
Dabo, I mean, the past 2-3 years,
2 out of
Dabo
3 years.
been winning that bet, boy.
Yeah. I think that's the only team that's actually gave them trouble, though, right?
Clemson and Auburn.
Oh, yeah. Auburn been fucking with them. Bama?
Nah.
The year they won the Natty, who did they beat? I'm asking, I don't know.
I mean, you look at the last 2-3 years.
But that's also
And then
a
Bama-
rivalry, too. The Iron City Bowl or some shit,
yeah,
right?
the Iron Bowl.
Iron Bowl.
Iron Bowl.
Yeah.
Auburn,
But when you talk about the national championships,
yeah,
it
Auburn
been-
not in there right now.
No, it been
I think the last time Auburn was
Cam
relevant,
Newton.
Cam.
yeah.
Right. And, yeah.
Yeah,
No, for sure. For sure.
Cam.
Talking about some relevancy stuff, man. NBA. I know a lot of people are saying this is when the NBA season really starts, is after the NBA All-Stars, after the trade deadline. Talking about people getting trades, Carmelo to the Bulls. I think everybody was waiting for this to happen, right? They didn't know who this was going to happen with, but I guess Bulls, who did they trade with? They just
got money.
They unloaded?
Yeah.
I think-
Money.
And they got some picks, though, right?
Did they?
I think it was just money.
I think it was just
It's
cash
just
for
that
Melo.
money, yeah.
Just to get that off.
Yeah, just get it off. But then they'll waive him.
And they're
Yeah,
gonna
he's
waive
not even
him.
gonna play a game with them.
You said Lakers. That's where Melo's gonna.
I mean, that's a top destination right now. They have other places. They said Brooklyn. They said Philly. And then they said retirement again.
how do you think Melo fits in Brooklyn and not Brooklyn? Philly.
Lakers,
Philly.
Philly. They need a shooter. They need another veteran. But I just don't know if Melo is that person
Right.
that they're looking for. I mean, if there's someone for Melo to go, I think maybe the Lakers will go pair up with his best friend LeBron James. Yeah.
I mean, everybody keeps saying everybody. LeBron got 30 best friends.
Right.
She should.
I mean, it doesn't matter where Carmelo goes. If he doesn't understand his role, which will probably be coming off the bench, he ain't gonna be good for nobody.
Maybe he can go to Portland.
And I think
Portland.
that's what the problem is. At your
They were
time,
looking at him free agency. I think.
at his time, you're the man. But he has to know, just like mangoes, everybody got a season. His season pretty much up.
Yeah. He hit that shit on the head though.
I'm saying
Nigga said just like mangoes.
Where do you think Carmelo ends up?
With Lala.
They said China too. Go play
Take
in
your
China.
ass home,
You
bro.
want to make more money?
He's a winner. He's a winner if he does that.
Yeah. He's a winner if he does that to Lala.
Nah, for sure. Wait for Power to come back on.
Yeah, let it go, bro.
you know.
Like, you
If
feel
he goes
me?
to China, he's gonna get that back.
Yeah. If you want some more money, go to China.
I really believe.
If it's about money, then keep playing.
I mean,
wants
and
it.
that's
Be a
the difference-
journeyman.
That's the difference too. You have some guys that all they care about is the money,
Vince Carter.
or is it about trying to win a ring? Which
Vince
one
Carter
is it?
kept playing. Vince Carter don't care. He went to like 10 different teams after his
Finally
prime.
got a ring, right, with Dallas.
No.
Carter has no jury.
He went to Dallas after.
Yeah.
He has no jury, but he keep going to team to
that's,
team to team.
That's that. Either you're playing it because you love the game, or you want a ring, or whatever situation. I think that if Carmelo understands that he can be a great guy coming off the bench,
He go to Golden
he
State.
can help. He can help anybody.
Go to Golden State.
I mean, there are plenty
if you
of
really
teams-
want to win.
There are plenty of teams that he can help, but is he willing to take that role? That's the problem.
Come off the bench with Iggy.
He had a problem with that in Houston, and
If
he
he
had,
goes to Golden State, he has no choice but to accept that role.
Come off the bench
Anywhere-
with Iggy.
If he goes
Anywhere
to
he
Golden
goes.
State,
But I'm saying name
Or
a team
Milwaukee.
that- name a
Yeah,
team
I was about to say that
name a
off my
team-
head.
Name a team
Milwaukee.
that, but
is
name
he
a team
good-
that
is
he
good
goes.
blending with Milwaukee.
I think so, coming off the
Why not?
bench.
Yeah.
But
he
name a
come off
team
the
that he goes
bench.
that he's not gonna come off the bench. So that's really the whole thing. He has
Bulls.
Toronto.
Shit, if they kept him, he
Well,
cannot come
yeah,
off the bench.
that's true.
The
That's
Cavs.
true.
It's tough for their
as far
story as the
As
Cavs.
far as we talking about him want to have a chance to
A
win the
contender.
championship.
He could
A
probably
contender.
start in Toronto.
Yeah, he doesn't start for a contender.
Nah.
You don't start for Toronto?
Nah.
So the
I'd
question
rather
is,
coming off the bench.
okay, so the question is, would you rather just to say, hey, I'm a starter, or would you take a role and say, oh, I come off the bench, but I have a chance to get a ring?
I'll take the
He's-
second part.
But he said himself he's not worried about a ring. He said three Olympic gold medals is like a ring.
So that
then for
doesn't
that,
make any
then.
sense.
If that's
Is
the
it like a
mindset-
ring?
Said that?
If that's the mindset, then I don't know what to tell him.
That's like a ring.
Yeah.
Well, that's like I won the lottery, but I didn't get the last three numbers right. That's
You got
stupid. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, but think about it. Like, he's wilding. He has a NCAA championship. He has a gold medal. All he needs is that NBA ring. The
To be a
trifecta.
what?
To be cast in a certain category.
What?
Where's Carmelo now?
Third
Is-
tier?
Is Carmelo first ballot?
No.
No.
That shit not even second
So,
ballot.
But you gotta remember,
we did
Syracuse.
our research. We
What?
did our
What?
research. T-Mac was first ballot.
First ballot.
T-Mac was
first
What?
ballot.
Was first ballot. We
first ballot.
had the
So-
confirmation.
So T-Mac got in first ballot. Melo having an NCAA and having 3 Olympic rings
It still don't compare to
doesn't
Mac.
make him.
That doesn't
'cause
have anything to do with
Basketball
it.
Hall of Fame is not NBA Hall of Fame.
It's Naismith.
I think
Right,
he
it's
gets in first
basketball.
ballot because of Syracuse.
Listen,
And
regardless.
what he did when he first
But
I
started.
don't think the Hall of Fame defines
But listen, regardless.
much anymore, dog.
Listen, but regardless of whether he gets in that or not, why would you not play the game
to win a ring.
to win a ring?
Right. That tells you
That's
something
like-
about his competitiveness.
But
right?
that's like going to work
And
and
not
not
want a
getting
paycheck.
paid. You want to get that doesn't make any sense.
I ain't gonna lie. I don't put too much weight on the Hall of Fame.
on the Hall of Fame.
I don't. On any Hall of Fame. football, basketball, baseball.
I mean, yeah, it's too watered down. You have too many
who's judging?
discrepancies.
Who's picking them players?
Who's
right?
picking y'all in?
You have people that are saying, "Oh well, this guy got in, or they didn't want to let T.O. in because of off-field problems." Are they getting in because of what they did on the field or off the field?
Yeah, like I don't put too much on.
I mean,
For
look
me,
at it. You
just
know,
win, bro.
I mean, has Clinton Portis had a chance to get in the Hall of Fame yet?
Is he a Hall of Fame back?
It's different criteria. I mean, let's
That's
look
what
at the
I'm
numbers.
saying. Shit, Barry retired early and Barry a Hall of Fame back.
But look at the numbers. Is he not like a top 10 guy in rushing yards
He's not a top 10 running back of all time.
with yards?
I don't know about stats. I'm just talking about just from running back. He's not a top 10
numbers.
I don't think he's a top 10 running back of all time. I don't think he's in the top 10. I don't think so. Not even close.
As far as maybe, but as far as like all time,
I think he's probably like 15, 16.
Shit. Bleacher Report, October 3rd, 2018. NFL top 10 running backs of all time. Well, let's go through the honorable mentions that they have here. Marcus Allen, Earl Campbell,
Yeah, he's not even in the
Gail
top 10.
Sayers, OJ, Thurman Thomas.
That's
If
honorable
they-
mentions.
If
Not even in the top 10.
Clinton Portis is in top 10.
Yeah.
Number 10. Let me know what you guys think about
I'm
this.
talking about rushing. I'm talking about like all
Rushing
time
yards?
rushing yards. Yeah.
Rushing yards.
Oh, this is running back of all time.
No, check
Oh, I
yardage.
know.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. I mean, I wouldn't put him
In top 10 of all time, no.
But as far as
Since we're here, I'm
Who is
just
10?
gonna go through the 10. LaDainian Tomlinson,
Okay.
He's 10.
Wait, go
Franco
ahead.
Harris, Tony
Whoa.
Dorsett, Marshall Faulk, Eric Dickerson, AP, Barry Sanders. Number 3, Jim Brown. Number 2, Emmett. Number 1, Walter.
I'll swap LT and Franco.
And put who?
That's put Franco at 10, LT at 9.
Oh,
Yeah, why is LT so low? You got AP at what? 6?
How about Ricky?
Ricky top 10?
I'm biased.
Isn't that off-field issues?
I don't give a fuck. He was a dog on that field.
I think if the off-field issues never came into effect, I think he probably would came into the LT top 9, 10. And that nigga Ricky was nice.
is Frank Gore Hall of first round?
First ballot.
First ballot.
Easy.
That's first ballot, my G.
He's number 3 right now of all time.
4.
4? Yeah, that's easy. 8 consecutive 500.
I think he was. I think he was like under like
He was.
on. He was very.
He was. They,
like, you
they
know,
slept on him.
Slept on.
They slept on him for a long time.
Rushing yards?
Yeah.
NFL rushing yards career leaders.
Yeah.
10, Tony Dorsett, 12,739.
He not in it.
Eric Dickerson, 13,000. AP, 13. Jerome Bettis, 13. LT, LaDainian, 13. Curtis Martin,
Curtis Martin. Sleep on him.
14. Frank Gore, 14. Barry Sanders, 15. Walter Payton, 16. Emmett, 18. I'm going to see if...
He's probably 16, 17, if even top 20.
Cool.
Clinton.
No, Clinton only probably got like 9.
Yeah.
He's not on here.
Shit.
He
He's
probably
not.
got like 9.
Edrin James is at 13 with 12.
Yeah, because the thing is, Clinton Portis had a couple great seasons with a couple great teams. The Redskins and the Broncos. He didn't really have a career. He had a couple great seasons, yo, like where he snapped.
I know he ain't got no more than 10,000.
He probably got like 7
Clint
and a half.
Portis,
Nah, he got
9,000.
more than that.
Clint
9?
Portis, 9,923.
Almost 10.
Number 32.
Shit. I said 15, 16. That nigga doubled me. Yeah, he's not up there. That's not first ballot.
You're getting there eventually.
He's gonna get in. That's what I'm saying.
Does he?
You could be 80 and you get to go jack your feet.
Yeah, that's true.
the-
After
the-
like how many tries?
The older it gets,
The harder it
less
is.
weighted.
out of sight, out of
It
mind.
doesn't
But
matter.
the-
You
but-
get in, and when you hear the name, you're gonna be like, "Oh shit, run the Gaston."
Yeah. Oh shit.
I
Yeah.
mean, but do
You feel me,
but
bro?
Do you think it's kind of like watered down the way they judge people to get in?
Not watered down. Let me not disrespect the Hall of Fame like that because it's an honorable class league team to be a part of. But with this new way of playing football, quarterbacks is gonna finish their career with a bunch of passing yards, all type of all-time records being broken. Patrick Mahomes just broke an all-time record his second season and fell with 50 passing touchdowns.
For sure.
So With the new type of NFL, the numbers are gonna blow up.
No,
So it's gonna be it's easier for players to get in. So to answer your question, yeah, it's a little bit more watered down.
I'm talking about as far as even with the whole T.O. situation, you can't take away what the man did on the field
At all.
But it was they had a lot of discrepancies for him because of all of the off-field things.
Right, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? So are they basing this? Is it personal? Because I kind of feel like it was a personal thing. You can't take away what he did on the field
At all.
but they did. Oh, he did this. Oh, he wasn't a great teammate. Oh, he did this. Oh, he did that. And that's why he kind of basically stuck his finger at him saying, I ain't showing up.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the crazy thing.
Is Chad Johnson a Hall of Famer?
No. You mean is he in?
No, I know he's not in. Is he a Hall of Fame receiver?
I mean, he has the numbers.
His numbers say
you
yes.
Can't deny that.
Yeah, his numbers say yes.
But again, he falls in the same category.
Attitude off the
as
field.
T.O.
Yeah.
But that's my problem too.
That's one
kind
of
of
my
with the
favorite wideouts of all
NFL.
time.
I mean, do we pay these guys to play on Sunday, or are we worried about where they lift weights?
But
how
nothing's
they
bigger than
drink
the shield, though,
coffee?
Stats. You know that. That's the thing. See, the thing is, being part of the NFL is a privilege. That's what they consider it as.
You're right, but how is it that
shield.
but yet
sure.
but yet you crucify this guy, but you tap this guy on the shoulder and say, "Oh, it'll be okay."
I think that depends on what you bring to the table. If you had a Fortune 500 company and you that boy, they might let you slip out the back door with a case of wine. Whereas if me, they might be like, boy, you can't take that home. You could take a cup, but it's what you bring to the table. Yeah. You feel me? So that's life though.
That's
you
true.
feel me?
That's true. But if we're all here working under the same umbrella, why is I give you an example? Like I forgot the kicker or the punter. There's all the stuff he went through with his wife, punching his wife. He came out and admitted it, and it was like, let's sweep that on the table. But yet y'all want to crucify, Ray Rice and what he did was wrong.
Where that stemmed from?
Yeah, of course,
though.
what he did was wrong. But it's
you know where it stemmed from. It goes way further than us. You feel me? The only way that changes, and it's not to justify who does what or what color does what, but the only way that changes is if we're able to broaden the horizon on minority owners in the sport industry. Until we're able to break the barrier where everybody that owns a team is of the other kind, you would never find the dynamic or the symmetry in situations like that, because there's nobody on the other side of that table to understand where we come from.
That's a good point, because a lot of the NFL owners, if you look at their age, they all grew up
in
the
that age,
60s and things
Yeah.
like that, where that mentality was different.
Yeah.
So to us, we're just workers.
It's not till we could, I guess, fish that out.
You gotta
Or
break
wait
that.
for the next
you
tier
have
or
to
next
wait till a guy like
decade.
LeBron James retires and say, I'm buying a whole team, or Jordan, who started it off, owning a whole team, where you don't hear nobody from the Charlotte Hornets get in trouble.
Yeah.
But that's if you compare NFL to
but
NBA,
it's different. Yes,
NBA owners, if you look at the age, they're a little bit more modern.
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah.
They are.
NBA owners.
And then I kind of feel like if you look at the
I think
NFL,
NFL is tougher to get these owners out.
when you look at the
No,
NFL,
Like they're almost grandfathered.
I agree.
when
I
you look at
agree.
the NFL, also when you have a guy that wants to own a team or whatever, it's not just easier. That's like you want to get a home in a home association. They gotta we gotta vote. Oh, we don't want this guy here.
Right.
That's the
Definitely.
difference.
It's like
because
getting
remember,
a Krew on Star Island. Like there's different approvals and shit.
They have to approve you in, so it's
Right.
a sorority.
yeah, so it's not just about
Control.
it's not
a group.
just about we have the money. The whole situation with the Panthers, they were saying Didi and Steph Curry and some other people wanted to get it. It wasn't that they didn't have the money.
They didn't approve them to buy it
Exactly.
because they know what happens then.
Exactly.
We give them a piece, they might take the whole property. Yeah, I agree. So
No,
that
man.
answers it then. That
Yeah.
answers it.
Tour bus got dubs and rims on them, and
All type of fool shit.
Like soul playing in this motherfucker.
yeah, man. Hey,
I don't know how we ended up on football. That was a good conversation though. We was actually talking about Carmelo, right?
Yeah.
Shit.
That was.
But that shows you how irrelevant Carmelo has become.
Right,
Where
right.
you couldn't sustain a conversation dealing with Melo.
Shit.
But somebody in the NBA, I think that we could sustain this conversation with is Boogie. First game
Oh,
back, a
most
couple
definitely.
of games back.
Most
You know,
definitely.
I was watching the game, and I was like, damn, you know, Boogie, something that people might not notice is his fucking picks.
He sets
When
good
this
Like a
nigga
stone
sets
wall.
up, oh my God.
like a stone wall.
Clay and Steph, and even KD, they're going to benefit from those picks.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, nigga, that's a pick, nigga.
Imagine the pick and roll with that. How do you guard?
Did you see his first bucket?
And he got, that's a pick and roll.
With KD, how you cover that 4-5 pick and roll when he could pull out and shoot and drive to the
Let's talk
bucket?
about that.
That
What
team
element?
Warriors with DeMarcus Cousins coming back, that team is gonna just be scary. Like Stat said, that team is a cheat code. Like, how do you stop that team? We've seen in the first game, his first basket was the 4-5 pick and roll, and he just set a monster screen and just rolled to the basket and just DeMarcus Cousins. He tried to break the rim down.
With Boogie.
Yeah, so that just shows you the dimension he brings on that team. That team's gonna be hard to guard, especially when he's getting into his grooves and finds a rhythm and actually gets fully healthy.
Yo, he was hitting. I think he hit three
Not to mention, he was 3 for 4 from range.
3 for 4, 3 for 5.
And 3 for 4. But
Shit.
it was
75%.
wide open threes, bro. Like, what do you do with that team?
Pick your poison.
Double Draymond. That's the key. Hack a Draymond all season. That's the only way you
Draymond,
beat them.
He can't shoot this year. I don't know what's going on.
You hack a Draymond, but then you see where
Damn.
they counter you with that, they'll put Draymond at point guard. And now you got to cover 4 ends.
They could also take Draymond
Out and put
on
Iggy. Or Livingston.
Listen, man, this is
Or
a problem.
Jerebko.
The best thing they could do is kidnap their bus driver or something. Because boy,
Don't even make it to the game.
Don't even let them get to the
Don't let
arena.
them get to the arena.
I mean, they are so
Explosive.
load. I mean, it's kind of like you could sit here and just be like, "What? Like, what do you do? What's
All right.
the game plan?"
There's been conversations about the greatest team ever assembled. I know it's early. We don't know how this Golden State team pans out. But just off the rosters, just off the starting 5, is this Golden State team better assembled than the Jordan, Pippen, Rodman Bulls?
No, it's not close.
No?
No. I don't think nothing
It's
beats
close.
Jordan, Rodman, Pippen.
It's
I don't
close.
know.
I'm gonna go ahead and say yes.
I don't know.
It's close.
I mean,
Offensively, that team is scary.
because if you look at the numbers,
It's a new NBA. We can't look at the
I mean,
numbers.
but I
We just
mean-
got to talk about just from perspective as
I
fans.
mean, but if we're talking about then, and we're talking about now. I mean, when you look at the team Jordan had, it was kind of like everybody knew what Jordan was going to do. He had all his role players, which was cool, and then you have this Warrior team. They're just
But
loaded.
Scotty's not in a conversation of being role players.
He's not.
Okay, well, I mean, but
Or
even-
Rodman.
even-
Or
Rodman
Rodman.
is not a role player.
I mean, but even if you look at the numbers and the points per game, they
Because
don't.
we just
they don't
named
add
3
up.
NBA
They're
Hall
Fame.
of Famer.
This is true.
Bonafide.
This is true, but
NBA
they don't.
top 50.
Top
This-
50, bro.
Of course, but we don't know where these guys gonna land at. They're still playing. But
Right.
if you look at the numbers and the points that look what Steph is averaging, what KD is averaging.
But the
That's
conversation-
understood, though. But you have... Okay.
Hell,
let's offset.
you already got the greatest
Let's
shooter,
offset.
the greatest shooter, and
I
he's
get it.
still playing.
I get it. He's the best at that. I put Rodman on KD, Pippen on Clay, Jordan on Steph. Right? That's 3 offsets. You got Boogie,
Boogie against Will Purdue.
Kukoc. I still got Kukoc.
Kukoc ain't defense.
Yeah, but he's a player.
He's a player.
He's
but
a 6 man.
Too small for Boogie.
I think that's where the conversation gets real is after we
With
go from those
Boogie?
3.
He's too small for Boogie.
Luke Longley could guard Boogie.
Nah.
Who?
Luke
Nah.
Longley.
All he gonna do is bring him outside that
Bring
key.
him
'cause
outside for sure.
If he bring him out, like you said, Boogie can do it all.
Back then,
Once you bring
centers
him
were back
out,
to the post.
Who down? Who
Back to the basket.
See, that's the thing. Nobody has ever had that many
Right, right.
weapons.
Who's blocking the paint?
But I just
And
don't
Ron
think
Harper,
they beat
we
Jordan.
can't sleep on Ron Harper either. Ron
He
Harper was
can't
great.
guard Boogie though.
No. Hell no.
Or you take Rodman off of
Right.
And you put Ron Harper on whoever.
I mean,
you know what I mean?
whoever's guarding
Rodman could guard Boogie. I don't
would
care
put-
what you tell me.
You might put Pippen on KD, right?
Okay, so let's
Or
say
I put
that,
Pippen on Boogie.
Okay,
I could
so
put Pippen or Rodman on Boogie. It don't matter. Pippen hands and feet is quick enough to guard
okay,
Boogie.
but you put them on them, and then Boogie goes out, so he's drawing
Fuck
away.
that.
He's drawing away.
Fuck that. Who the fuck guards Jordan?
Nobody,
The fuck? Who guards Jordan?
nobody. But that's it.
But that's all I need. If you can't get the ball back, it don't matter who you got.
Not really.
Shit, me. You is not getting the ball. See, and that's the thing.
But if you got Dennis Rodman, one of the greatest rebounders, you pulling him away from the basket. You got somebody.
But why you
whoever's-
thinking about pulling people away so much?
Well, I'm just saying. If you're saying
I
they're
can play
guarding-
zone and you don't pull me away at all.
It's possible.
The fuck?
It's
You don't have to
possible.
pull me away.
It's
Is
possible.
that the equalizer?
But you
That's
also,
what he doing.
But you also talking about Golden State. They got bodies. You got a tall ass Kevin Durant. You still got people that can also.
No,
guard
I
rebounds.
agree. This is good because there's no right and wrong. But my thing is, nobody ever has a Jordan. That's the thing. When nobody has a killer, you're meant to be killed.
This is true. But
Jordan
also,
is a killer.
but that's like having a gun. You ain't got no ammo. It's useless.
Man, he is the ammo, bro.
You still.
He's the gun,
This
the
is
ammo,
true,
the
but you still-
armory.
But you
He's
still,
everything.
But you still have to have people to get him the ball.
Bro, Pippen is one of the best. We had this conversation, stats.
You right. I understand that. But you also got people that could body Pippen and get rebounds too.
No, you're not wrong,
So I
bro.
understand-
There's no wrong and
I-
right, but
I
I just
understand what
say
you're saying.
if I had to go with a team, it's hard to go against them
I
fucking
mean, it is hard, but
motherfuckers over there, man.
it
But
is.
I
But
just go
Golden
with
State-
Jordan.
But Golden State got some.
No, that's what I'm talking about. It's hard to go against them. It's hard to go against a team that won more games than Jordan team won. Like, let's be real. They broke Jordan's record, 73 wins.
They did do that.
But to me, with Jordan, it's just when it comes to winning, I think he'll put his kids on the line.
Like you said, you can never bet against Tom Brady.
You can't bet against MJ.
Yeah.
That's just what I'm betting on. Nobody's better. No team is better than me. I think they'll it's close. But you just can't bet against 23 or 4-5. Don't matter.
Whatever.
It don't matter.
Or 12.
Yeah. That,
Or that little stint he had with the
Somebody stole
temporary
his
jersey.
right?
Yeah.
Both number 12s.
Both. The Barons.
Tom Brady, man.
Oh,
I don't know. I'm tired of hearing about him today. I gave him enough props
Man, he the
today.
GOAT, man. What you?
I gave him enough props today. I got to face him again next year. I'm tired of hearing him.
Hey, man. 10-year challenge. The GOAT 10 years ago, and the GOAT still today.
nah. That's interesting though. I think Golden State, what they accomplished, what they've assembled. Come on.
They give themselves the flexibility to lose a all-star and just be right back with 4.
Facts. And their all-star might be the top 2 on anybody else's team.
It doesn't matter who they lose, man. At this point, I don't think it matters. Because I think Steph only gets better.
Is this the first time all 5 of them been on the court at the same time?
Yeah. Since the first game.
Yeah.
They started the first game like that.
No, well, with Boogie.
Yeah, they started with
He
Boogie.
starts.
He started.
No, okay, he just started.
No, he started since day
the
one.
First day. Yeah, it's
The first day
back.
he got back. Right.
Yeah.
No, he came off the bench.
No, he was part of starting 5.
Started tonight too.
14 points, 15.
And he fouled out.
14 points, 15.
6 rebounds.
Yeah, and he fouled out.
He fouled out. He started.
3 from 4 from 3-point range.
You can't take him from the bench. You know why? Because the injury he's coming off of, he needs to start quick. You let him sit
Can't
there
be
cold, he might not. He might come off the bench and pop that shit again. You need him to start now. From warm up to the locker room, keep him going. They're gonna be tough to beat. That's gonna be a tough out. To beat them 4 out of 7 is gonna be tough.
Nah, I don't see it happening.
And then they look the way they playing a lot. They gonna have home court. Oh my gosh!
And they
That's
only
even
gonna
worse.
get better. Like if they make a mid-season move at the trade deadline, bringing somebody like Robin Lopez, like somebody like that,
Off the bench.
Yeah.
we might.
Man, I'm good. I ain't watching the NBA till June. That's what it's done.
If they make a
That's what it's
sneaky move like that, or go get a Vujacic,
Oh my God.
you feel me, from Orlando,
Yo,
bro. You know what I mean? They have the flexibility. Bob Myers is a genius.
straight up.
They have bodies they could give up. They're not afraid. This is all in for the 3-peat. So Lord knows what they'll do at trade deadline. I'm all in for the three-peat.
You know what's crazy? Damn, the 3-peat.
Yeah, that's what they're going for right now.
Lost to the Cavs, right? That was crazy.
And they won 2 in a row.
And they won 2 in a row before
2 in a
that?
row with KD.
So were we talking about a 6 in a row?
Yeah. 5.
5.
It would have been 5.
Wait, 2 before, 1 that they
No,
lost
they
with the
won
Cavs?
1 without anybody. That was just Steph, Draymond, and Clay.
Yeah. All right.
Then I think that they came back with the 73-win team. Lost to Cleveland.
Okay, all right.
And then
Then after
KD
that
came and
came-
won
So
2
this
more.
would've been 5.
This would have made 4. No, 5.
This would have been 5. They would have had 4.
Yeah, this would have been 5 for them in a row. Yeah,
Talk about
so-
dynasties.
No, they there.
Right?
They there. They there.
That's tough. That's
They there.
tough. So yeah, man, I think we see anybody beating them? Or is it wait till fucking
In the
next
East,
October?
no. In the East, I think in the East, if Boston could catch a run like they did last year, I think Boston has the best chance.
Houston was their biggest competition, right? Last year.
Yeah, but I think they coming out the West. I don't think nobody touches them in the West at all. I don't think it's even as scary as it was last year where we're like, oh shit. I think they really go 4-8. They go 16-0 to the finals. For real. They went 15-1 last year. No. They went 14-3, I think. They went some crazy ass
Still.
shit. You feel me? Where they only lost in the semis.
That's insane. That's insane. NBA is crazy. College is crazy. NFL, nice crazy couple of. Well, it's gonna be real light. NFL.
I
Everybody's
don't think
gearing
NFL
up for
ever
the.
gets like.
Well, gearing up for the Super Bowl.
We got the Senior Bowl right
Senior
after that,
Bowl,
and then we got the
Pro Bowl.
Combine. We never stop.
Right. That's right. That's right.
We never stop.
That's what it is, though, man. Before we get out of here, any closing remarks? Krew Sports with a K. Can't say that. Now you
Nah,
gotta
watch
say
out,
something else.
bro.
Now you gotta say something
What's
else.
up with this nigga?
Go ahead, say something.
Sonny Michel is gonna be your, I was gonna say Finals MVP.
Super Bowl MVP.
Yeah.
I like that one.
I hear that.
Tom
Fucking
Brady.
He's the
Tom?
best. All right, quick question. We're saying he's the GOAT in NFL. Who's the greatest of all time college quarterback? Real quick.
Shit. That's tough.
There's a lot of them.
I'm going Tim Tebow.
Oh, you can't go wrong with that.
As much as
Damn.
I hate Florida Gator, you know what?
You can't go wrong with that.
And that's just what I seen,
That's-
people. Don't go
for
back
sure.
to Joe
Nah.
Montana with me, none of that. I'm just what I seen. That motherfucking Tim Tebow ain't lose.
I don't think Joe Montana at Notre Dame compares to
No,
Tim
no,
Tebow.
no. I mean, I don't like the guy. I don't like anybody from Florida State or Florida, but I got to give props to do. He
Tim
probably,
Tebow.
I would have to probably
You
put him on
can't.
there.
You can't get over. Talking about a winner,
What he did at Florida for them years, Jesus Christ.
right?
He carried that team on his
Right.
back. You know what was coming with Tim Tebow. The Mack truck.
Right. That's what it is. Closing remarks. Tom Brady. Closing remarks.
Closing remarks? Fuck.
Krew Sports Talk with a K.
Nah. My closing remark is gonna
So
be
whack, son.
the Miami Hurricanes won the ACC championship.
He's definitely known for those outlandish, but I kind of like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Manny Diaz. And Manny, I trust.
And Manny, we trust.
His peoples was the governor, right?
The mayor of Miami.
Mayor. There you go.
So
So,
what the fuck?
he run the city already.
What type of inside job is this?
He run the city already, boss.
You see how
He's been-
these
he's been
Chicos
running
and
our
getting
city.
their family members jobs. That's crazy.
Nah, but I like Manny though. Manny a
Yeah.
nigga. I fuck with Manny. Shout out to Manny Diaz, man.
Right. I like that though.
We win the ACC, baby. Fuck a Trevor Lawrence, man. We here.
I like that. That's what it is, man. Make sure you tune in every Tuesday. The Krew Sports Talk Show. We out of here.
Yeah.